Welcome to la chaîne géopolitique. To all those viewers that like all geopolitical issues, I just invite you to subscribe to this channel. You just need to click on the subscription button, and you will get the latest notification from all videos that I'm producing. So today we will talk about Afghanistan because it's an historical day for Afghanistan due to the fact that both parties, Taliban and the Afghan government, are directly talking to each other today in Doha, in the capital of Qatar. So why in Qatar actually? Why this place has been chosen? Because Qatar has good relations with all parties, with the Afghan government and with Taliban. Qatar has opened Taliban representation in 2014. So the fact that they have they recognize all parties is the reason why those talks are holding in Qatar. It's important to note that the U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo is in also Doha because U.S. also are an important player in Afghanistan due to the fact that some more than 5,000 soldiers are still based in Afghanistan. Still, it's down from 13,000 last February. And so since last February, when an agreement between Taliban and US have been reached, more than half of those American soldiers have been pulled out of Afghanistan. But the strategy of the United States is to pull out even more soldiers by November, by the presidential election in the United States, because I remember that for President Trump, it's an important electoral pledge that he took towards the US electorate. So he would like to show that he's able to deliver his electoral pledge about withdrawal from Afghanistan more than 19 years after the 11 September attack in the US. So how come we reach for such a possibility that the Afghan government and Taliban are talking to each other? So it's important to keep in mind that it is for the first time in the Afghan history that Taliban and the Afghan government are talking to each other, due to the fact that both parties do not recognize each other. For the Taliban does not recognize this government. They call it the Kabul administration. For them, it has no legitimacy. So far, they have refused to talk to this Kabul administration. But the fact that the US would like to withdraw from Afghanistan and has pushed Taliban to seize this historical opportunity to talk to the Afghan government, which is seriously also weakened, let's say, by this decision by the United States to withdraw from Afghanistan. And so they see this opportunity to talk to each other. So now what are at stake of those negotiations? So the first question, the first issue that is arising this weekend is about whether a ceasefire will be reached, because the Afghan government would like to reach such a ceasefire. However, Taliban have a lot of conditions before a ceasefire can be reached. They would like first to impose the Islamic system, the Sharia law in Afghanistan, and we know that the Afghan government is quite reluctant to implement such Islamic law on the Afghan territory. So will the Afghan government accept such a claim from Taliban? What about also the minority rights, especially from Hazara, the Shia minority in Afghanistan? Will they be protected, also continue to be protected, and will continue to be attacked by Taliban? So also it's a key issue. What about also the women's rights? Will Taliban accept that all those the rights that women got over the last 19 years since Taliban have toppled? That's not certain. So we have to see how far Taliban can make some concession about this issue of women rights. And also it remains. So we see that there are a lot of still of divergent of discrepancies between both parties, and so it's not clear whether an agreement could be reached this weekend in Doha, and that's why the outcome is very uncertain in Kabul, in Afghanistan. But for many observers, we have never been so close to peace in Afghanistan, because actually both parties are very tired about war. From the Afghan government, the fact that the US and all foreign troops will withdraw is a serious blow for them, and for Taliban. They feel also emboldened by this decision from the United States to withdraw the country, and so they could see this opportunity to find a deal with the Afghan government. So we will continue to follow up those negotiations in Doha on this channel.